Take this trim off right here. Just use a trim tool. There's a couple of push pins to hold it in. Take this lock cover off. Just use a pick or a trim tool. Then on the back side right there, pry it out, slide it off. Down here, take this trim off. Just get it underneath there with a trim tool. And slide it off. Move the lock rod back and take this bolt out. Use a 7mm socket. And there's another bolt right here underneath the handle. Take that one out. And grab the door panel and slide it up and out. Disconnect the connectors right here. Just push down on the lock tabs. And this other one's kind of like a ratchet style. You have to push down on a little button and then slide the handle over. See, there's the little handle. Take a little pick, push down on that, and slide that back, and it'll disconnect just like that. Take that connector off, and then there's a speaker connector. Just push down on the tab, disconnect it. And there should be a light right here. You want to disconnect that light from there. Just slide it towards the vehicle. Just remove this vapor barrier from this area. Take these wires right here. Use a trim tool. Get underneath the wire retainer. Pop it off. Most of the time they break. Pop those off. And one more up here. Take this foam piece out. Take these 3 nuts out. Use a 10mm socket. When you get to the last nut, before you take it off, just make sure you support the mirror. Now grab the mirror. There's a couple of tabs on here. You can push those down if you need to. And pull the mirror out. With the new mirror, this panel is on here and it is flat black. If you want to, you can transfer this piece over from the old one. Just get some prying tools or some trim tools underneath and pry the old one off and swap it over to the new one. Take the wiring harness and slide it through the hole in the door. Fish it through. And while holding the mirror there, you can take the nut, get the nut started. Once you get one nut on, you can let go of it and get the other 2 nuts on. And take a 10mm socket and snug these down. Now take this wire. If you have push pins, you can use the push pins or just use some wire ties and go in these holes right here where the push pins were. And trim the excess. Now slide the wires through the vapor barrier and reinstall the vapor barrier in position. If you have to, you can use some butyl tape to hold it back in place. Just take this insulation piece and slide that in position. And take the door panel. We're going to connect all these connectors underneath. Line that up and then push down on that lever, lock it in place. and connect the two mirror connections. Just like that. And don't forget the little speaker, the tweeter speaker. Plug that in. Now there should be a light right here. You're going to connect that connector into that light. Our light's missing. Slide the door panel in position. You want it slightly above where it's supposed to go. It seems like it's all the way flush, and push down. Just gently, you don't want to break anything. That's good. Take the smaller screw and screw it in right here. Snug it down. And take the longer one. It's going to go in behind this handle. Take this trim piece, line this up, snap it in. Take this lock knob and put this in position. I'm going to start like that and just line it up with the lock rod. Make sure it works. Take this trim piece, slide it over the handle, start it in the front, and lock it down.